So hey guys, so the very first thing I like to do when I get a new car especially is put a nice coat of wax on it. Because you don't know how long these things have been sitting out in the sun, all that kind of stuff, what contaminants are on it. Some people have like dusting on it or bird droppings on it. So I like to use this right here, the Gold Class Carnauba by Meguiar's. As you can tell, I've used this before. I do this a couple times a year, and then in between I do the Tech Shine. It works really good. Comes off easy. I've tried it on different colors too, and it works great. And this thing, it lasts too. Doesn't just last like a couple washes, it'll last a good 4 or 5 months easy. So I like using this. And like I said, then in between washes, maybe every other wash, then I'll use this Tech Shine here. If you guys see my other videos, I'm a true believer of this stuff. They say you don't even need a conventional wax with this, but I like to put the conventional wax on and then use this too. So what I'm going to do here, the good thing about this Meguiar is you put it all in the entire car, and then you come back and you buff it all off at once. So you don't do a section at a time like normal. So it makes it a little easier. You just put it on the whole entire car, and then you put all that away, and then you get your buffing towels, and then you just buff it all off. So I like that process. You don't have to keep stopping back and forth. It's cleaner this way too. So, and it leaves an amazing shine on it. The water beads up. Bird droppings come off easy. I really like it. So I'll go ahead and apply it over the whole car, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I just applied it over the whole car. It took me about 30 minutes. As you can see, it's starting to set up. Now you want to let this stuff get to a nice haze. If you try to take it off early, it just smears. So one thing I can say, you can test the spot, and you'll be able to tell if it comes off easy, kind of like a powder. If it starts streaking on you, it's not dry yet. So it all depends, like the temperature outside, of course. It's cold right now, so this will take maybe, I would say, 20 minutes or so, but pretty basic. You just go around the whole thing and put it on. I don't use a buffer. I mean, you can use a high-speed buffer if you want, like a DA. But I find this to work better. You can't burn it, nothing like that. Especially the paint is kind of thin, I hear, on these cars, so you don't want to just lay on an edge with a DA, and kind of wear the paint down even more. So that's what it looks like now. I'll go ahead and let a little bit of time go by, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's ready to be taken off. Okay, guys. So probably another 15 minutes I let it sit, and I tested a spot here, if you can see, and it came off really easy. So now it's ready to be taken off. So I just used some microfibers, buff it, turn to a new piece, a new section of the towel to do the final buff on it. And it works really good. Like I said, this stuff's easy to use too. So I always start at the top here and buff that off, because as you know, like the particles will fall down. So start at the roof, buff that, and then work your way down. Works the best, so you're not having all this powder getting thrown everywhere, because this stuff will leave some powder. So let me go ahead and take that off and show you the finished product. Okay, guys, so this is the finished product. Came out really good, as you can see. I don't know if this will pick it up clearly, but it's just a deep shine. And it feels super slick too. So that's the great thing about it. It's protected. If you look at that shine, it's a deep gloss. It's not really sunny out either, so in the sun, this will really shine. It's a great product. It's about $12 for that can, and it'll do probably 6 times you can do a car with that. A little bit goes a long way too. So, I mean, look at that mirror finish. And like I said, it's important to do. It's one of those steps that doesn't take a lot, but it's very important, especially we've all known about how companies are cutting back on their paint. So it doesn't take long for like bird droppings to sit on here and then etch the paint. I've had that happen before on a black car. So for maybe an hour and a half worth of time, this will really protect your investment. Highly recommend. You don't have to use this product, whatever you're comfortable using, but I would definitely put a nice coat of wax on it for sure. It looks really good. And then if you can't get to it right away, if something dropped on your car, it's not going to damage the paint. You have a layer of protection. Okay, guys, so it's the first thing I did. Put a nice coat of wax on it. I'm going to get the windows tinted shortly, of course. I'm excited about that. So I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks, guys.